All right, day two's about to get started. Ryan's with me today. He's gonna look to make a big comeback today. We had a good day one, and we're hoping to keep it rolling and get to day three and take care of business. So excited. This is gonna be a good one.
Boat number 24 from Minnesota, Rich Lindgren, and from Georgia, Ryan Bone. Boat number 23 from Missouri, Jay Beffa. From Rhode Island, Lewis Lindahl.
215.
There you go, buddy. Good luck, man.
Thank you. All right, made it to the first spot. A little less foggy, a little chillier. Maybe get them shad twitching. Hopefully they bite even better today. Got a boat up there, one of them that was up here yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Justin Kerr. We're both catching fish around each other. There's one. Feel real big though. Bite. Don't think so.
No.
Pretty sure that is not a 15.
No. Is that what you dumped the big one on? No, the big one was on that jig. No, I told everybody if somebody catches him, give me my jig back. That's all I care about at this point. That jig ain't coming out of his mouth. I mean, the way I caught him, the boater wasn't backboating me at all on purpose. It was just like he was kind of having to, you know, because how we were up there where the current was ripping real hard, and he was fishing like a point deal. And he just had his motor on spot lock where he could fish on the point, and I didn't really have much but just the bank behind it. Well, there's a blowdown like 50 yards behind me. I freaking was just slinging at that thing as hard as I could with that jig, and I felt it just dump, and I was like, I don't know if that's just rocks from the current or what, and I pick up, and my line, instead of being over here, is like way out here. I was like, oh crap, and I swing on it. I fought it from all the way, you know, 50 yards behind me back to the boat. Thing didn't come unhooked, and then get it to the boat, and instead of freaking reaching down, like I know he's pegged good, fighting him that long, jumped twice, and instead of just going, oh yeah, let me just grab this fish, I'm like, let me try to boat flip. I'm like an idiot. Yeah, that's one of those decisions that I've had a bunch of my buddies that I fish with. I was telling them about it. They're like, yeah, you're not going to forget that one for a long time. They're like, yeah, no, there's no way. Because, I mean, just that one fish. I had two fish in the live well. One ended up measuring short, so I got a 1 pound penalty and the lost fish. But even just having that one, you know, 6, we'll say 5 at the light side, 5 pounds extra. Yeah. That'd have been a huge difference from 110 to 610 on the co-boater side.
Maybe. We'll bump that one at least. I don't think he's quite big enough, but...
I think he's really flapping on there just to check though.
Surprise me, buddy.
Now that's something I can get a hold of.
Chatterbait bite? Something you can get behind?
Yeah, that's a bite I can get behind. You can get one of those. This one's just coming off real quick.
Ooh. Oh. Well, it touches on my board. He's going in the box for now.
Yeah, he's taking a little ride.
Hopefully, number one. 9:30 update. One fish, hopefully. Not good today. We're gonna go try some thicker grass and see if we can turn things around. Feel a little better? Starting to.
Just keep hoping I'm going to drop this in one of these holes in my line.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You know what I mean? Like,
Don't kill me in the 5-10 kill.
as long as nobody else, as long as there aren't people that aren't posting on Bass Track, let's go. There we go. Good one. Feels like it. Looks like it. Be a 7. Maybe a keeper. Oh yeah, he's not a line burner. He'll keep.
Not a lot, but it sure feels good.
Right.
He looks like he ate it. Nothing if you'll mind, fool.
I know. He's like, ha, look, I'm here. What you gonna do about it?
He wanted to be on YouTube. Two hooks. Baby. That one and the other one, yeah, we got something.
Long and skinny enough.
He is kind of long.
I don't think so, but at this point in the day, it's worth a shot.
even for Ryan. Good job. Be careful on your trip home. Northern Region boater from Minnesota, Lakeville, Minnesota. Richard Lindgren. Rich had a good day yesterday. 15.4 is what he had. 2 bass today. You need 2 pounds to get inside the cut. 5 pounds, 6 ounces, 5.6. Going to give you a total weight of 20 pounds and 10 ounces with those 2 fish. Going to have him in 6th place right now. 3rd place in the region, so you're going to have to stay in that top 10. I don't know if it'll hold up. Just in case it doesn't, I want to say a few thank yous and highs.
Yeah, it was a rough day. I really thought I had something going on, and it just didn't pan out today. But I thank my wife and family at home and Minnesota Bass Nation, and thank the Bass staff for putting on an awesome event, John.
Good job by you. We'll see if that holds up for you. Got a little bit of time to wait. We're just a little over halfway through for today, so you got a little long to sell.
Day 2, so much tougher. So many less bites. Had 2, almost 3 keeper bites. That 3rd one, that first keeper that I put in the box today, I checked it so many times at the boat dock and I ended up throwing it back. I just don't think it measured. If it would have and I would have weighed it, I'd be in the cut, but as it turns out, 2 ounces out of the cut, 11th place. What a great experience again to go to the Nationals. Really disappointed I'm not fishing day 3 with a shot to move on. Official Bassmaster Bass Nation wrap up here. What a great event. Bass Nation, first of all, they put on an amazing event. John Stewart and everybody, awesome. Had a great day 1. You saw that in the previous video. Caught them all on spinnerbaits. These War Eagle spinnerbaits. I caught it 1/2 ounce. I think this is the Screaming Eagle. It's kind of a compact 1/2 ounce design. The lead bind there. Small profile, small blades. I really feel like the fish I was catching were keen on the threadfin shad. And I think these smaller, shiny blades, I was throwing a mix of silver and gold. The fish just seemed to really key on that. Day 2, went there with a spinnerbait, tried a bunch of other things. Caught that one fish on a chatterbait that ended up not making it. Had him in the box all day for 7 hours, measured him a bunch of times. And at the end, he didn't measure. I just felt like if I tried to get him to go, I'd be trying to sneak it by, and I just didn't feel like he really measured. Like, unless you left his mouth a little bit open and weren't really pushing his nose against, he didn't quite make it. So that was the difference between making the cut and not making the cut. I missed the cut by 2 ounces. So I'm sitting here in the boatyard, wrapping things up, getting ready to head home. Might do some fishing on the way. So subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of my travels on the way home. The spinnerbait was fished on this Dobbin Sierra 703. I find this to be a great spinning rod. 7-to-1 gear reel, 16-pound fluorocarbon. I never missed a fish all week that I had hooked. Once I hooked them, they were in the boat. It was a great setup. Links in the description below for the spinnerbaits, the rods, the lines, anything you want to know. But it's been a great season. A few disappointments. These 11ths where I've missed the cut at the state and now missed the cut to fish today and potentially have a chance at the Bassmaster Classic. But that's fishing. I'm already motivated to get after it for next year, and there'll still be a lot of content coming this winter on the channel. So subscribe and make sure you don't miss that. Hit that bell notification button. But thank you all for coming with. I really wanted to perform for myself, for my family, for all you people on the channel, all my friends. It's kind of a journey for all of us together, and I don't know. It's a lot to think about on this drive home on what could have been if we could have just caught one more fish yesterday, or a few fish. But my spot just kind of seemed to dry up. I thought I had a really good 1-2 punch. I had an offshore shoal with hydrilla on it that wasn't topped out. You couldn't see it unless you graphed it and found it. It was kind of all by itself. Had current going on both sides. It was like one of the only spots I found like that. And the first day it gave up at least 20 keepers between myself and one other boat and their co-anglers. And I really thought I could catch them there, and it just didn't happen. I went to my backup area where I was intending to upgrade and catch bigger fish like I did on day 1. Caught 2 fish there and ended up throwing that one back. So a super tough call, but that's fishing. And if you want to continue to get better at catching more bass and sucking less, watch one of these 2 videos here on these end cards, and we'll catch you next time.